Okay guys, so today I'm going to put together a little tutorial to get you set up with Google+. We're going to go over some of the basics for setting it up, getting your PLN started, looking at some communities, setting up some circles, but hopefully getting you to the point where you feel comfortable with Google Hangouts so you can have some virtual meetings, whether that's for community meetings or meetings within your department or your house. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you need to do is to open up your web browser. I would suggest using Google Chrome and sign in. Sign into your district Google account. When you sign in, you're going to need to click on one of the Google apps, whether that's Gmail or Drive or whatever. You see here that I have my Google Drive account open. And once you get into one of the Google apps, it's going to give you your app bar, this black bar up here at the corner. And all the way over to the left-hand side, you'll see that it says my name, Nicole Plus. If you haven't set up Google yet, it's going to say you with a plus sign next to it. So just make sure that you get to a spot where you have this this black navigational bar up here at the top, and you're going to click on whatever it says with the plus sign next to it, whether it's you plus or your name with the plus sign next to it. Click there for me, please. And let's go ahead. What is going on with this Google Plus home screen? Very similar to Facebook, you have a feed that shows updates from anyone within your circles and your communities. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, I'm going to explain that in a minute. This is also a place where you can get information and anything up to date, articles, and other apps and ideas from fellow teachers if you set up this particular district account in a way that it builds a professional learning network, which is what I'm really trying to get you to do here. Up here at the top, it allows you to filter what you see in this main area. So if you wanted to see everything from your educator's PLN network, then you could just go ahead and filter that out. I'm hoping that with this district account, you don't necessarily set it up where you're connecting with friends and family. You can do that with a personal account. Gmail is free. But for this one, hopefully you're setting it up so that you can see information filtering in from all of those circles that you might create that are related to work, to school. Over here, you're going to see that Google's going to make some suggestions for people you might know, whether that's people within the district or in a broader scale, people throughout the education network on Google+, whether that's within the country, Canada, Australia, as far away as Africa. I guess it really depends on who you start adding. So that's what that section is going to be about. Over off to the side within Google+, you have a navigational screen that will take you to all the different places that Google+ has to offer for you. So if you click just the home button here, you'll see this drop-down menu of all the different places that you can go. And that's just going to be our navigational area. So what I would like for you to do in this navigational area is to click on the profile screen. We're going to look at kind of personalizing. So let's, in our profile section, go to this About section, and we're going to just add some more additional information about ourselves. And you can add as little or as much about yourself as you might want. It's all up to you. Basically, all you have to do is click this little edit button down here and then add in the information as you see fit. And there's lots of different options, and Google will just take this and start kind of filtering some suggestions and options for communities as well as people that you might want to add to your account. All right, so moving back to the navigation window, right now since we're on profile, it looks like this little blue silhouette guy right here. So let's click on that, and we're going to go to our people category. So Google has already found some people that you might be interested in adding to your circles. All of mine here are well-known educators and presenters within education, and Google seems to be recognizing that I'm trying to build my own educational PLN. It will also give you some suggestions, whether that is from your Gmail contacts, from the school district itself, anything that you've added to your profile. So you'll see that I've added different places that I've worked, different schools that I've attended, and so it's trying to filter and find people based on some of the stuff that I added in my About section for my profile. So there's a way to filter what you see. Once you hover over the person that you want to add to your circles, there is going to be another window that pops up so that you can add them to whichever circle you would want. Now, Google kind of gives you options on default, friends, family, acquaintances, following, but you can create your own circles. So some that I would suggest is, education, teachers PLN, create a circle for your team, create a circle for your department, and as people start using and setting up their Google Plus, more of those options will become available. And you're just going to checkbox put a checkbox or click on the box for the circle that you want to add those people to. So go ahead and add a few people to your circles now. All right, so back to the navigational screen, we're going to click here where it says people, and we're going to go to our community section. Looks like that. It's like a little group of people meeting, or it can also look like a flower. Whatever you see in the end. All right, when you get to communities, it's going to default to all of the communities that are available for you. And then you can also choose to look at some of the recommended ones for you. So what I would say is just kind of go through here and start joining some communities that are interesting to you and hopefully pertain to education and or things that you're interested in within education. So they're already starting to, again, based on the people that I've added to my circles and my profile, they're suggesting some different things that I might be interested in. So search through committees and join any that look interesting to you, and know that when you join them, some of them will ask you to submit your profile or whatever and ask to join, so someone is actually reviewing and making sure that people that are joining the communities are people that they want in the communities. So like Ed Tech Review, it's looking to see that you're actually someone in education before they add you. Whereas others will allow you to just join right away. And again, this is a great way to find more articles and be kind of more up to date and get information on what's new and hot in education. So you'll see on this one here that it's one that you just click the button to join. You don't have to ask to join, and then it gives you the options to invite your friends if you want to. One thing to note also is to make sure that the notifications are off. EdTech Review, the one that I was just showing you, the community I was just showing you, as well as there's one other that I've joined. They're constantly updating, they're constantly adding articles and information, and if you don't turn the notifications off, you're going to get tons of emails flooded into your box, your inbox. So just make sure that the notifications are off, unless you like that sort of thing. And if you do, then by all means turn them on. But for me, it's